Hey, crypto family. Hope y'all been doing good. I know it's been a couple months since I've been on, and a lot of stuff has happened. So I'm going to try to cover that as well as the main things that have happened, and also some Bitcoin technical analysis and some future predictions that I think will happen. So, looking at the market today, we can see Bitcoin has continued to rise. It's at $5,287. That's so good to see. It's actually been holding that $5,000 level really well the past couple of weeks. You have Ethereum, XRP, both up a couple percent. Bitcoin Cash is down 1.3%. I'm sure that has something to do with Bitcoin SV as well, which I'll go over soon. And then, of course, you have some other altcoins up or down a couple percent. Some coins that have been doing really well, actually. So you see Tezos actually up 10% today. Basic Attention Token is a coin that I really love, as well as Matt Beasley from Crypto News. He loves this coin as well. It's up 10% to 35 cents. So again, definitely coin to check out. You also have Cardano, which is one that I'm definitely bullish on, and I'll go over why, but that's up 0.72%, so that has a lot of room to grow. But there are a lot of altcoins that are doing really well, and some that I think can pop a lot. So again, keep an eye on those. But going over the first article today is actually about Binance delisting Bitcoin BSV, so Bitcoin Satoshi's vision. And that was a big thing that happened. They haven't delisted it yet, but they announced they will delist it. And you can see here that Kucoin Exchange joins Binance and Shapeshift in delisting Bitcoin SV. So there's a tweet by CZ, who's CEO of Binance, and he said, "Do the right thing." And then you have a tweet by Binance that says, "Binance will delist BCH SV." So this was on April 15th. So, a lot of people actually support CZ for this. And one of the main reasons, it goes over in this article, but Craig Wright, who supposedly claims to be Satoshi Nakamoto, he was actually suing people for saying that he's a fraud. And CZ actually brought up a good point and said that if Craig Wright is actually, Satoshi, then it would only take him 10 minutes to verify it, through certain transactions and just access to certain wallets. So, which is very, very easy for him to do, but he won't do it. And that tells you he's just trying to gain the fame and trying to gain that notoriety of being Satoshi Nakamoto, who people, still don't know who that is to this day. And basically what happened was CZ was tired of Craig Wright, threatening to sue people. One of the guys was actually Hodlnaut, who is known for starting the Bitcoin Lightning Torch, and the crypto investor and podcaster Peter McCormick. Those are two people that were, threatened to be sued. And again, that's one of those things where CZ saw that, and he saw the toxic environment that Craig Wright was creating and decided he didn't want that. So he decided, they will delist Bitcoin SV. I believe that's going to happen by April 22nd. I could be mistaken, but again, their withdrawals are going to be suspended. I believe for Kraken, it said by May 31st. So again, people either have a couple weeks to a month to get their Bitcoin SV out. That's why you saw a huge drop that happened whenever this delisting announcement happened. I mean, Bitcoin SV dropped, I think it was over 20 to 30%. So you can just see over the 7-day period here, this is a huge drop that happened, from $72 all the way down to $55. And that's where it's hovering right now. But that was some big news. And again, something, some people are saying it's not right because CZ is basically, it's a subjective opinion, and you can't really choose, something based off of your own opinion, or, you should only be focused on the volume, which I can see both sides. You can see that as manipulation, threatening to, delist Bitcoin SV. But again, if someone's, creating a toxic environment, then I don't see it necessarily a bad thing, delisting their coin, because in the grand scheme of things, cryptocurrencies, we're trying to get it regulated. We're trying to make it, a safe haven for new investors. That's the biggest thing right now. And if someone's going to create a toxic environment and sue people left and right, then again, that's not looking good for the community. So good on CZ for, taking the torch here and just deciding to delist Bitcoin SV. I mean, it's going to help, kind of lower the commotion about, which is the right Bitcoin to new investors, and just stop this back and forth between, these big exchanges and, Craig Wright with everyone else for creating such a harmful environment in the crypto community. So that was a big thing that happened recently. And again, the other big thing was when Bitcoin passed 5,000. And this was about a couple weeks ago. And this was something that I was watching. And one of the indicators here, this is a daily chart on Bitcoin. And one of the first indicators that Bitcoin was going to have this rise is right here when the 50-day moving average crossed over the 128-day. This happened on the 24th of March. And after that happened, literally 2 days after, you saw Bitcoin start to rise. And these were previous resistance levels that changed to green for their now support levels. But you can see here that once that happened, and Bitcoin passed this $4,200 level, which was a big resistance, then it rocketed up all the way to this $5,000 level, which was resistance as well. And you can see it passed over the 200-day moving average, and then it tried to reach this 5,500, couldn't quite reach it, bounced off of 5,000, and then currently we're at about 5,262. Now this 5,500 is the next level of resistance I'm seeing, because you can see here all the way back here on the 19th of November, it tried to break above that 5,500, could not do it, and then came crashing down. So again, I see this next big move whenever the 50-day moving average crosses over the 200-day. So I'm definitely going to be looking for that for some more bullish momentum and breaking of this 5,500 level. And then we have the almighty $5,800 to $6,000 level that was support for 3 times before it fell through. So again, these are key levels we're looking out for. We're looking to hold this $5,000 level. As long as we hold this, then bulls are still in control. But again, always have stop losses, and make sure you're only investing what you can afford to lose. So a couple more articles we're going to look at today. One is by Cointelegraph, came out today, and it says Coinbase expands crypto-to-crypto services to 11 more countries. So it says they're trading to 11 more countries in Latin America and Southeast Asia. The product is now available to Argentina, Mexico, Peru, Colombia, Chile, India, Hong Kong, South Korea, Indonesia, Philippines, and New Zealand. So Coinbase continues to expand, which is amazing for the community because, again, it just opens it up to new investors, which is more cash flow into cryptos and just more for the long-term growth. So again, it sets a precedent, and it sets that more investors want to come into the space, and there is a lot more interest. So this is a great article that I came across, and one that is definitely deserves to be recognized, and I think we'll just have more adoption as we continue on into the future. Now, an article that's a little iffy right now is regarding China. So this is by Crypto Coin News. As you know, China banned Bitcoin. That was a big thing a couple years ago, and that's one of the reasons why Bitcoin came crashing down. But basically here it says China's to one day turn the renminbi into a crypto, claims blockchain author. So basically, they want their own cryptocurrency, and they don't want any other currency. Basically, China is a very centralized country. They only they're have the control of everything. So when you have a decentralized platform such as cryptocurrency, such as Bitcoin, then that creates a lot of turmoil and lack of control for their part. So again, they do not like that. And it says Chinese government is intent on hurting crypto. Basically, they just want to, they like blockchain, but they don't like Bitcoin. They don't like any other cryptos. They want to have their own, and they want to be in control. So that's just something to keep in mind. But there's a tweet here by Eric Voorhees that says, there's never been a global recession since Bitcoin was created. Next time it happens, there's an escape hatch. And that is something to keep in mind, because Bitcoin was created in 2009 when the recession happened. And that, thinking about that now, if a recession does happen again within the next couple of years, then where do you think people will go for that safe haven? Of course, there's gold, silver, but now there's this digital gold, Bitcoin. And I think that is a big argument. And even if China does create their own cryptocurrency, I believe still it will create more interest, and people will try to find a way to still get back into Bitcoin or back into other cryptos. So this article, I just want to bring up, and just something to keep in mind. China can't stay out of cryptos for too long. They always want to come back in when they see that it is starting to take over. And then I'm going to go over actually one thing with Coinbase. So I mentioned that I was going to go over why I'm bullish on Cardano. So Cardano has a lot of growth, and I believe that there is a lot of opportunity for it. Highest was $1.20. It's only at 8 cents now, but they do have a solid team behind them. And one of the other reasons is because they're not listed on Coinbase yet. So keep in mind, Coinbase announced that it would list all these coins. It hasn't listed all of them yet. It's listed a lot of them, which you can find here on their support Coinbase website. And you see they've listed BAT, they listed BTC, BCH, BSV. All these other coins, but they have not listed ADA, Cardano. They haven't listed NEO. They haven't listed a couple others that are some top contenders, from the first list that they gave. So again, that's something to keep in mind. And just there's a lot of other coins on CoinMarketCap that do have a lot of chance to propel, in the next couple of months. I know Nano is another one that people are looking at. It's up 7% today. I know CryptoDog, if you follow him on Twitter, he's really big into this coin right now. He thinks it can double or triple. But again, always do your research and make sure you stand behind coins that actually have fundamentals and have a solid team behind them. BAT has the Brave browser that is a tangible asset, a tangible platform that is constantly improving. It was created by the creator of Mozilla Firefox. So again, look for coins that have solid fundamentals behind them. Those are going to be your safest bets when picking the next big coins that will continue to rise in the future and that will be around in the next 5 to 10 years. So, of course, that's not investment advice, just my opinion. But again, it feels good to be back. Hope y'all been doing good. Again, it's great to see Bitcoin above 5,000 again. And I hope we continue to hold these levels and continue to see new highs in the future. So with that, till next time, thanks for watching.